Good morning. It's like 5:30 in the morning. We gotta go pick up some equipment. We're not going to the cabin today. We're gonna go pick up some equipment. Actually, a tiller for the tractor. And get it ready for the quick hitch and jump in the shower, take some meds, and we're gonna get going. Okay, welcome to Beach Love Outdoors. Today's going to be a little different. We're not going to the cabin, and we're not shooting. And I know my camera might be a little wonky up there. I'm sorry, my mount broke, and yeah, it is what it is. So today, I was going to do some like really cool, montage thing of, my morning breakfast routine and, taking my meds and, all that kind of jazz. And I decided against it because it's really not that cool. And it kind of irritates me when people do it. But, it is what it is. So, we're on our way, about 2 hours away. Hang on, I gotta turn. We are on our way, about 2 hours away, to go pick up a new 3-point tiller. Pull behind the tractor, and of course, we gotta get the Cat 2 bushings and get it quick hitch adapted. We started putting the floor down for the greenhouse. We've got the gear, the equipment to set up 2 more beehives. We've got 2 more nukes coming in about 30 days roughly. We're pretty much geared up for Montana. Everything's pretty well done. We're pretty well good to go on that. I say pretty well. I mean, there's little things. Batteries, I got a plan for food, and of course the normal stuff you would take for base camp, tables, chairs, my big tent, But other than that, we're pretty well set for Montana. So, I don't know how much we're going to get done today. I would really like to get the floor done for that greenhouse and get started on the structure. It's a metal frame, ordered it through Tractor Supply. It's the polycarbonate panels in a metal frame building. So I don't know how long that's going to take to put together. We do have some bad news to share. Our Grand Night champion walker, Allie, PR Grand Night champ Moore's Allie, passed away a couple days ago. days back, and we laid her to rest, and we picked up a new dog. She's out of the Raging line. She's a black and tan. I know I'm not a black and tan guy, but it was a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. She's a good dog. And if everything goes well, we'll have some footage of her tonight. If I can stay awake all day, because I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. So we're going to try to take her out tonight. Plus, I finally, after, 5 years of making these videos, I finally got a partner agreement for a product. And it's a product that I use, a product that I love, and that I believe in. We're going to talk about that at some point. I don't know. And another product that I swear by, because there's some other stuff we got to cover that I'm not sponsored by, but I really want to promote their product. Maybe they will at some point, but as for now, shouldn't tell you guys about it. But because I've kind of, since my little deal, when I tried canceling my subscription to Life, I won't say I got on a health kick, but I definitely realized that my health should really be a priority in my life. I got to get my weight down. I've been going to the gym. I've lost 16 pounds since I started going to the gym, and trying to eat a little better and do better, and so that's all I'm going to yabber about. We're going to make this 2-hour trip, and then we're going to load some equipment, strap it down, drive 2 hours back, and figure out what's next on the day. Oh, we got to build a cross, a memorial cross for Allie. So we're going to do that out of 4x4s, probably just build a 4x4 cross. And I've got to also put legs on some chicken tractors. My wife got like 3 chicken tractors, and I'm sick of them sitting in my yard. So we got beehives, chicken tractors, greenhouses, coon hunting, and working on tractors all in one video, maybe, or maybe none of that. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. Stick around. Well, I was going to try to video getting loaded, but, oh Lord, I'm not going to call this store out by name. A lot of y'all, at least if you're around my area, you probably know who it is. It's not Tractor Supply, I will say that, but it's the only real competitor to Tractor Supply. That's about an hour and a half from my house, so I'll leave it at that. They sell King Cutter products. I did not get a King Cutter tiller. I got a Sigma, which is King Cutter made in China. And the guy was trying to upsell. There's about a $800 price difference, and he said, I don't know if you can get parts. I was like, well, Kubota's made in Canada, and most of the parts on my Kubota are John Deere parts, so I'm not real worried about that. Plus, kind of handy with a wrench, so, there's that. But either way, got a pretty good deal. I bought the bushings, the quick hitch adapter bushings, and the implement was $1,700. So, I don't know. There's warning labels all over it about the gearbox not serviced, and it's shipped unserviced. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure they do that. So we're gonna have to go over it and just make sure. Lord knows, just double check. sure the gearbox is full of oil and all your grease fittings, you know, are greased. So, but we're loaded. Got a load secured. Got about an hour and 35 minutes back home. I got to head up to lumber yard and grab some 4x4s for the chicken tractor and cross and all that. And I guess we'll pick up when we get back to Crockett County. So, turn the radio on and make this ride. I don't know how much y'all gonna be able to hear with the wind blowing. We got it unloaded. That was ugly. Now we got quick hitch adapter. Go put this adapter on. Just, you know, upgrades the pins to like category 2 size. And then, sorry, I had to close the truck door. And then we'll get it running. See what happens. Got a bunch of lumber. It's for beehives and chicken coop. So, I'm gonna get busy. As you can see, I'm burning up. I haven't filmed. Whoa. I haven't filmed anything today because the daggum wind, man. It's been 20-mile-an-hour wind all day, and it would blow the microphone out, and then you guys would be miserable. And time lapse, and I'd have to put music over it and whatever. So we got that tiller unloaded. We got the adapter put on. However long I continue this, probably into tomorrow or maybe the end of the week, we'll show maybe some of the results. Maybe we can get outside when the wind dies down. I was going to work on the chicken tractors, these little things you buy at Tractor Supply that chickens get in. You can move it around the yard so it eats grass in different spots. Yeah, my wife got 3 of those. Didn't know where to put legs on them, on any of them. One of them's like a little mini coop, and you know, I was going to put legs on it, but that ain't going to work. But I got that tiller done. I got the gardens all tilled up, and I built Allie a cross to go out by her kennel, and about to go put the stands up for the beehives. And honestly, I'm just not filming any of it. Maybe we'll ride around tomorrow, you know, like look around, show you. I also didn't get to anything on the greenhouse, but oh well. I'm gonna go slap a coat of paint on this cross and let it be drying, and then honestly, I'm probably gonna call it a day. This wind, man, it's been 20-mile-an-hour wind all day, and it's like 83 degrees. Probably gonna get that done, and I've been up since 4:30 this morning, about 10 after 4. Went to the gym, so probably just gonna call this a day. And maybe we'll go ride around and, you know, look at what all we got done. Maybe ride around tomorrow if this wind will die down. And so I'm gonna go slap a coat of paint on this cross, and then I gotta go to the grocery store, and then I'm probably coming. Oh man, of course I gotta feed dogs, but I'm probably done. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We're gonna wrap this video up, and I don't know. I don't even remember where we left off the other day, but we got this done. That was really good. Got the garden tilled up. Still got to service the tiller. It's where Miss Allie is laid to rest. Got that done. I'm thinking about putting a fence in here. Yeah, there's the roof pieces from that snowstorm we had. That was fun. Oh yeah, built my bee frame too. We got the floor down. That's where the greenhouse is gonna go, and then we got chickens. We added on to the chicken yard. My wife wants to expand her chicken operation. But let me feed these dogs. We'll ride over here and look at the bees, and then I'll show you what the next project's gonna be that we're about to get into. Captain Call is gone. We're paying a boy down near the Mississippi line to hunt him for a while so we can hunt Miss Coco. So, get them fed. We'll go over here and look at this spreader. We gotta go collect eggs. Yeah, we'll go look at the bees before we go. Oh, got water on everything. Basically, I know it's hard to see because I don't have windshield wipers on this thing, but we basically just expanded another 8 foot. But it's actually 8 by 12, so we picked up 96 square feet. We had 64 square feet, so we're what, 160 square feet now. I think we're adding, what, 4 more? 6 more chickens. 6 more chickens. My wife feeding chickens.
Give them a treat.
I don't understand it. We got all these chickens. We got all these eggs, which we sell the eggs, but she's getting ready to make deviled eggs for Easter. Tomorrow's Easter, by the way. Happy Easter, everybody. But we can't use these chicken eggs for deviled eggs because apparently they don't make deviled eggs or something. I don't know. But I spent a lot of money building all this stuff. Building my coop in my yard and then adding on to the yard and all that. But we can't use the eggs for nothing, so it's alright. And I gotta build Coco a floor. That was always kind of my isolation pen, like, you know, my extra pen if I got a dog, you know, but I might have to build a floor in there. May try to work on that next week. Get the roof back on it. So, we'll go look at the bees, look at our next project. I guess they're all, because it's raining. That was actually some brood boxes that somebody gave me that actually don't fit anything. There's a little bee in there. That was my hive that did not overwinter, and we're putting 2 more hives there. They're sitting in front of the house. I gotta put them together. They're bee castle. But we gotta put those 2 hives together. We got 2 nukes coming, first of next month, that my wife's gonna have to feed. Say hello. She's gonna have to feed them because I'm gonna get them and get them installed like literally 2 weeks before I leave for Montana. And they gotta be fed. Or at least I feed my nukes because that's the way I was taught to do it. She got a bee coat and stuff, so. And it's pretty easy. I got the feeders. Actually, I think I put them up in the shed because I don't feed anymore. I actually have a honey super on that hive. So, just feed sugar water. Not a big deal. I'll show her how to open the hive, set the feeder in there. You just basically pull a frame. It's not a big deal. Anyway, that's the bees. Oh, crap. So, I said the next video, I was just telling my wife, I think we're just going to rebuild this spreader. This dude, I got on a really good deal, and then I got to looking at it, and I found out why. I don't know if you can tell. The spreader plate covered in gear oil, you can see it right there. So the gearbox has a seal. The linkage is all gone. You can see the bottom of the hopper is going to have to be welded up. The gate, oh crap. The gate, you can see, is all rusted all to crap. Looks like the vanes are good. The plate, the bolt holes are rusted out, so the plate's going to have to be replaced. It's going to need... Most of the hardware appears pretty good. I don't know, I mean, 5/8 bolts, they're not that expensive. Not really worried about that. I am kind of worried about that. But I think I can wire wheel that, and then I'm going to put bushings on it. I think. Put Cat 2 bushings, because that's what I put on everything for my quick hitch. So, the gearbox will be the big question. I think I can get my MIG welder and just weld some small plate around the base. It looks like they left fertilizer in it. You know, if you leave fertilizer in a hopper, it'll eat it up. And then it's been sitting out in the weather, so there's that. But I think I can rebuild that gearbox and then replace the plate, wire wheel the vanes, and shoot a coat of paint on them. I'm going to take the lift hardware off and just put new bolts back on it. That'll be pretty cheap to do. I did that on my old disc. We actually broke it down. Can't really see it because I don't have windshield wipers on this thing, but we basically broke all the bolts and just put all new bolts on it, and it was a lot easier. So I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to break it down, put all new bolts on it, maybe weld some plate on the bottom of the hopper, put a new gate on it with a new linkage. I don't know how I'm going to make the linkage, probably just some rod. I can go to Tractor Supply and get rod. That's not a big deal. But the distribution plate's like 80 bucks, and I don't know, that's a different gearbox, so that's going to be the question. And she didn't have a PTO for it, so that's going to be $180, but whatever. Other than that, it's in really good shape. It don't have a brand that I could find. But if this weather will get out of here, that's going to be our next project. Hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day off. And I think I can get it tore down and at least get some parts ordered. I gotta have, what do we say, like 4 more 2x4s to finish up the chicken thing. And a roll of chicken, 2 rolls of chicken wire. How much chicken wire we need? Probably 200 feet.
I hadn't really measured it.
It's 8 by 12, so 8, 20, 28 times 2. So what? 60, just say 60 foot plus 12 and 12, 24, 60, 84 foot. That's about 150 foot roll should do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, go get a roll of chicken wire, 4 sticks of 2x4. But tomorrow's Easter, so that's not gonna happen. I think my wife's gonna cook Easter dinner, so while she does that, if the weather moves out of here, we're gonna work on that. Oh well, I guess that's gonna be it for this. We're gonna go get in and out of the rain. We had to do our daily rounds. Chickens and dogs. Anyway, we'll see what happens in the next one, and I don't know. We'll go from there. Remember, use the Beach Buff Outdoors. You get 10% off of W Energy on your next order, and Huel, if you use my name, you get 25% off on that. So, anyway, we'll see y'all in the next video.